Alright, let's get into the game. Alright. So you're against a Darius. I'm just going to speed this up. Oh, you guys are invading. Going to slow it down. The blue card. Okay, it feels bad. Okay. Yeah. You guys just need to get out of there. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, she's 100% dead. Okay. Anyway, so you started, the build you started, I mean, it's kind of an older build. So it used to be that people would start that, and then start their E just to poke. I don't know if it still works. I don't see many people do it, but we'll see how it works. Okay, you're playing super passive. Which I guess is fine. Definitely don't want to fight a Darius early, because okay, so yeah, I looked at your... Sure, yeah, it does still scale. So yeah, I looked at what you maxed first. It looks like you maxed E first, which explains why you start Doran's Ring. So yeah, it definitely works. It's still fine. I just don't think it's the best build for Cyan right now. Especially since Darius has so much sustain. Okay, not really too much here. You're kind of falling behind in CS. Also on, not that most recent queue, but the one before. If you'd probably wanted to release it a bit sooner, so it would have actually damaged Darius. Which you probably want to be poking him out. Yeah, a lot of your Qs are just slightly out of range. So I don't know if you just recently picked up Scion or what. But yeah, you just want to watch your keys a bit. I'd roam down. You roam down a bit sooner. Nice. Good kill. see if they actually get him. Yeah, they're gonna get him. I think. Yep. So yeah, most people max their Q first, mostly for the wave clear. So once you get your Q max, it pretty much kills the minions. I don't know if you've tried it before, but maxing Q, it's what I prefer. It's what most people do. But you should be trying to push him out of lane, because you have blue buff, so that means you can spam your abilities. Crazy. Nice. It's a decent trade. Okay. Honestly, he just had a good flash there. You did land your E, which there wasn't. Yeah, there wasn't really anything else you could do there. Alright, let's see what you're gonna buy. So you are ahead in gold, it's only because of kill. You have missed quite a bit of CS. I mean, he has too, but you're on double Dorans. Okay, yeah, I would not go double Dorans. Okay, cool. Okay, traded. I think you got both those. I think you're typing right here. Yeah, you just took like 300 damage from minions. Okay. This right here, you want to shove it out. Because, yeah, you saw him mid. So, since you saw him mid, if you shove it out, well, if you shove it out fast enough, it would actually deny him a few minions. And if he stayed mid, then it would deny him even more. And also, while it's shoving him out, it pressures him to come back top. Okay. Yeah, you're just playing like super scared of him right now. Which I think is the main reason why you're missing a lot of this CS. Probably didn't need a flash, because he had already used his pull. He could have just walked away and eat him, and you would have been fine. But yeah, if you just play this passive, he's going to be able to catch up in gold. Okay, go for Italy. Probably would have saved ult, because you were already cutting them off. Ooh. TF is pretty squishy. Either that or I would have curved it towards them immediately. Because I think you're... Because if you had curved it towards an Italy, if you had hit an Italy, you would have stopped her, as well as Brand was already cut off. So it would have maybe given your team another kill. Okay, times like this, when it's super pushed in, and you're just standing there doing nothing, waiting for the next wave, that might be a good time to back. You could probably recall and run back to lane before the wave actually gets to your turret. So it's basically a free back. You aren't really missing CS because, you know, you've already pushed it into turret. And you're also able to buy, which puts you ahead of your opponent. Okay, so yeah, you're showing out that one more wave. Okay, so here's the thing. Darius is also... Well, yeah, Darius is building super passive as well. He just flat out rushed his Spirit Visage, which I guess helps against you because you do AP, especially since you're maxing your E. But okay, I don't know if this is a good time to actually roam bot lane, because the enemy bot lane's already like pushed up to their tower. Yeah, they've fallen back completely. You did miss out on like half a wave of CS. Where's your mid laner? Oh, I just barely respawned. Yeah, so you aren't really getting anything for this realm. Also, I'm not sure what you're buying next. I think, was it Frozen Heart that you went, or Iceborne Gauntlet? Either way, the armor component is a lot better to buy than the mana component. So the mana, all you're getting is an extra, what, like 250 mana? As the armor component gives you 15 armor. So in terms of combat stats, buying the cloth armor is a lot better. So yeah, because of that roam, we're now like 30 CS behind. And a level. Actually, the EW clears it really quickly. Okay, you're going for another roam. Honestly, it probably would have been better for you to teleport. Oh wow, that Rommel. Everyone's still dead, but... Yeah, because if you had teleported, you would have gotten to that fight a lot sooner. Your team is still completely dead. And you might... No, I don't think you will. You aren't going to always top. Well, you might this wave. So yeah, your roams seem very indecisive. Looks like that first one you just kind of ran down, came up here when you saw nothing was happening, walked back and forth here, went mid, cleared the wave, and then recalled? Or is that roam was just run down, go back here, run over? Because yeah, with roams, like your roams so far have gotten you nothing. And it's just allowed Darius to catch up, go ahead of you and farm, which catches him up in gold. Okay, well that's good gank. Good kill. He was overextended. It was fate. And I think you're dead. Yep. Oh, nice kill. Yeah, I think they forgot about your passive. Because they kind of just let you kill Bard. Okay, so I think it's smart for you to go Iceborne. A good choice. Because it gives you a bit more damage. Allows you to put your 4-1 scoreline to use. So good job on that. You are going to want Merc Treads this game, 100%. This Spirit Visage is what I would get next. Because yeah, this brand's pretty strong. Nidalee's pretty strong. So far, the main things that I think you need to work on, though, last hitting, and then think about what your roams are actually getting you, being more decisive on your roams. Good ult. So yeah, you're just walking around kind of indecisively. Nice. Not sure what that heal was. Okay, well, I see what you mean about when you said that you just were able to steal some kills away. Okay, like I said, I'd probably go Merc Treads because you have quite a bit of hard CC. Like the Brand stun, the Bard stun, those are going to be your two biggest obstacles. Because if you get stunned, you aren't really going to be doing much. Whereas they do have some slows, but not really many. I guess they have quite a bit. Bard's Auto, Misfortune E, Darius W. It looks like Nidalee's going. Right, realize. Okay, yeah, you should just leave her. She's dead. Yeah, she was dead as soon as she got hit by the Bard ult. So there wasn't really any point of staying. I think you might die here. Yeah, you're dead. You do get the return. Oh my gosh. Well, you almost got two. Okay. Okay, so yeah, you did get a trade kill, which is good, but you probably didn't need to even go for it. Because like I said, Caitlyn was dead as soon as she got stunned because Brown WQE was waiting for her as soon as she got out of the stun. Not the stun, the stasis. Okay, so at this point, I would probably be grouping with a team. So yeah, your team just seems to be getting caught. I don't know if yeah. I'd probably just group with my team because they're just getting engaged on. And since you're so strong, you'd be able to, well, basically dissuade the enemy team from jumping on your squishies. Because, like, Darius is their only tank. Okay. Ho-ho. Nice ult. I didn't think that was gonna land. Okay. I think your team was pinging Baron. That's a good call. So yeah, they only have, well, now Misfortune's up, but they only had Darius up. Of course, your Caitlyn is not coming. And your Twisted Fate's going for a ward. So, yeah. Yeah, so you're at the point where you're pretty much unkillable. Of course, if your squishies walk in like that, there's nothing you can do. Alright, I'm just trying to think of something right now. Okay, so yeah. Honestly, you need to be a lot more decisive. Like, you were just around mid lane while your team had decided to contest the dragon. Like, you kind of just stand, you walk around, you walk back and forth. You need to constantly be trying to actually get something. If that makes sense. I guess one way of saying it is, like, your productivity is kind of low. Like, there are times where you could be helping your team get vision, or pushing out a wave, or something like that, where you're not really doing much. I want to see if they still chase this. Oh, okay. See, yeah, you kind of just walked back and forth for a bit there. I guess you're going top lane? And I guess you're typing here. Okay, I just want to see where the gold's at. So your whole team's around 10,000. Okay, see, yeah, so places like that, I'm going to go back a bit. So your team's over here, contesting the vision. You're over here. You are the tank. You weren't really part of the fight until later. Okay, let's speed up here. Okay. Okay. I'm not even sure what happened there. Okay, so two of you got stunned. Get ran behind this wall. Guy's over there. Kate does nothing. TF does nothing. Vi does nothing. Okay, so yeah, that was... Your team didn't really do anything. Your team should have at least been auto-attacking. Or trying to do something. Okay. You need to put your ZZ route down. Somewhere. I personally would choose mid lane, because then the ZZ route will help against the super minion push. Oh man, they're just so fed. So, main reason why this game was lost, the enemy team just got way too fed. Your team kept getting caught out, they chased too far. What you could have done, well, your roams weren't very efficient, I guess. Because, yeah, like if you just looked at your pathing, that's one thing that I would go back and look at. Just watch the replay over again. And just look at your pathing. It's not very efficient. Like, you start to go one place, realize it's not a good play, go another place, think about going another place, walk back and forth for a bit. So work on that. And that could have helped your team a bit. But mainly, I think your team just got caught too much and overextended way too far, which led to the enemy team being fed and your team didn't do anything. So yeah, feels bad.